A disturbing discovery at a local high school. The Francis Howell father demanding answers and how the district is moving forward.
It's going to be a great day out there, but I do have a warning before you head out the door.
Plus, giving back at the grocery store. How you can lend a can at one of the largest food drives in our region. Today in St. Louis, Weekend Edition starts right now.
This is Today in St. Louis, focused on you.
Are you up? Are you up?
Missed that.
I bet you've missed me hearing saying that.
I bet you missed me.
You're waking up to a live look.
you,
I know, we've missed y'all so much. Right now, you're getting a live look at one of the biggest food drives in our region. Operation Food Search's Shop Out Hunger initiative. All day long, you can stop by several local grocery stores to help fight food insecurity. We'll have more on that in just a little bit, but good morning to you. It is Saturday, August 17th. So glad to be back with you. I'm Travis Cummings.
And I'm Mercedes McKay. Thanks so much for waking up with us. The Olympics was so fun to have.
It was.
But we missed y'all and we missed each other.
Yes.
And
yes.
on that note, drum roll, please.
Tracy Henson.
Tracy Henson.
It is so nice to all be back together.
It
I
is.
missed, I had weekends off and I went to Target on one of the days. And I was like, what is going on? Like,
Because
are they giving something away? And then I'm like, oh, it's Saturday.
It's Saturday.
Exactly.
Saturday.
You get
Let me tell
peace.
you,
Yes.
everyone.
When we're off.
Take a day off and go to Target on a Monday or Tuesday afternoon like I do, because
There
that's
you
when to
have
go.
it.
Especially if you're going to the Brentwood one.
But no,
Ooh.
it was good to support our local Olympians.
It
though,
was.
from
So
St.
much.
Louis. That was really good.
You
So-
much
forget
fun.
how much fun the Olympics is, and I think it was a bright light when our world needed it.
Yeah,
There's been
for
so
sure.
much heaviness
For
recently.
sure.
It kind of came at perfect timing.
Yeah.
But
So-
I missed y'all. I'm
Yes.
excited.
So
to be
6 and
back.
9 every Saturday and Sunday. We're back.
Yeah.
So tune in.
Love it. Paris really nailed it too, I thought.
Oh, they did.
I loved
Yeah.
it.
Celine
It was gorgeous.
Dion, starting it off.
Amazing. Amazing.
Beautiful.
Tears were everywhere. All right, everyone. Well, our producer has cued me to go on to weather, so I guess we'll talk about the weather today. Now, the good news is our weather is nice and quiet. We really don't have a whole lot going on this weekend. Now, I do have a warning coming up for you in my longer weather segment that I could explain to you a little bit more when we get there. But let's go over just our temperatures for the day today. 81 degrees. It does feel like 84 out there, so we're getting into that humid-like temperatures. Humidity is at 67%. Winds are out of the west at just under 10 miles per hour. And our futurecast heat index here. So we know that those actual temperatures are really lying to us. It's going to feel more like the low 90s today from starting at about lunchtime, extending all the way through 5 p.m. So if you plan to be out in the heat today, do take that into account because it will hit you a little harder with that humidity out there. But we know the drill. And for tonight, a few clouds, 68 degrees. Our sunset is coming up here at 7:53. So sneaking up on us a little earlier each and every day. So coming up in about 15 minutes, I'm going to go over your allergy forecast that you're really going to want to pay attention to, as well as your mosquito forecast, because this is just the time of year for those bugs.
All right, Tracy, thank you for that first look. Well, new this morning, a Belleville man is behind bars facing charges of first-degree murder. Earlier this week, police say 61-year-old Vincent Brown shot and killed a man in Washington Park, Illinois. On Thursday, police tracked down his vehicle and took him into custody. Brown is currently being held at the St. Clair County, jail. And this morning, a St. Charles County father wants answers. Earlier this week, he says he found a noose hanging in the men's restroom at Francis Howell Central High School.
Our Robert Townsend sat down with the dad and administrators who say it's unacceptable.
Just hanging.
Mitchell Long is talking about this noose that he immediately took cell phone pictures of. The furious St. Charles County father says he spotted it hanging from a stall inside a men's restroom near this football field behind Francis Howell Central High School Thursday night. Long was at his 9-year-old son's football practice at the time. His 15-year-old son attends Francis Howell Central.
My first expression was like, wow, are we still doing this? Did this really just happen? Because it's gray and blue. Those are our school colors.
He says another dad also saw the noose.
I don't know who took it down. The parent tried to get rid of it. I said, no, they need to see that.
The frustrated dad flagged down a varsity football coach, walked him to the restroom, and showed it to him.
He said somebody will be addressing it. Around 10 o'clock at night, I got a phone call from the head coach apologizing for the situation, and he said, I'm terribly sorry. Not good enough. Administrators immediately should have gave me a phone call. And like I expressed to them, too many of our black and brown babies have those struggles in our schools.
In a letter sent to parents, Francis Howell Central Principal Dr. Suzanne Leak said in part, quote, "While there were no words or notes to accompany the news, we are partnering with law enforcement to investigate this as a potential hate crime." She also said such a symbol has no business in our schools or facilities. Sabrina Looney, the president of the St. Charles branch of the NAACP, also said in a statement they're deeply disappointed by the ongoing acts of violence and hate speech Black and brown children in the Francis Howell School District continue to experience.
I'm hoping what comes out of this investigation is they bring awareness. It's not fair for anybody to have to experience that.
Robert Townsend, 5 on your side.
A district spokesperson says they have since identified the individual responsible. And after extensive conversation and investigation, they do not believe this to be a racially motivated incident. The first day of school for Francis Howell Central students is on Tuesday.
All right, something else we're looking into this morning. St. Louis police are investigating an officer-involved shooting that left a woman dead. Investigators say yesterday morning, a masked suspect shot a cook in a Bell Fountain neighbor's White Castle. About an hour later, the suspect's car was found in South St. Louis. Officers told 5 on your side an armed woman walked away from the car and did not comply with 2 officers. That's when they shot her, and she raised her weapon and shot herself.
Additional officers were in the area and arrived immediately, rendered first aid to the female in an attempt to save her life. Upon EMS's arrival, it was learned that she died at the scene here today.
The White Castle employee remains in the hospital with critical injuries this morning. We still don't know if the suspect and victim knew each other.
This morning, a Jefferson County woman is headed to court after she nearly lost her life to contaminated deli meat. A few hours after waking up from a nap on the 4th of July, Sue Lauber Fleming was sitting in an emergency department with her husband Patrick by her side. It took days for blood work to come back, proving she had the foodborne illness Listeria. The Jefferson County Health Department called, and Patrick narrowed down what she ate to find the culprit: boar's head Braunschweiger. Sue's infection was serious.
The strangest and most dramatic symptom was she started shaking like crazy. Her whole body was shaking.
Tracy, I thought my bones literally were going to fly out of my body. That's how violent the chills were.
Oh, that's so scary. Sue was lucky the bacteria did not spread to her brain or her heart, which can cause irreversible damage. Boar's Head has since recalled 7 million pounds of Listeria-contaminated meat.